I was in Tampa last week, but I'm back.
Yeah, I'm going to Savannah next week.
Yeah, you're gonna
So
love
just
Savannah. It's an awesome city.
yeah.
Um, but I gotta say, Tampa was pretty cool too. Um, you know,
Yeah, I've been to Tampa a couple of times.
you got to use the scooters because you can get all over. I got to go to Sparkman's Wharf, and there's like food trucks and bars there. It's awesome, right on the water.
And you didn't go to Clearwater, right?
I did not know. I stayed right around Tampa. The traffic around there was scaring me. It was pretty rough.
What?
Yeah, a lot of good drivers there. All right, so couple of things we want to talk about this week. So first of all, I want to talk about residential fiber. So they're starting to roll it out into my area, and right now we're like Xfinity only, right? So I have Xfinity gigabit, and I get a gigabit down, 40 meg up, right, with my plan.
Yep.
And it's about, I don't know, 120 a month or something like that, right? Now, front
120 a month?
maybe then TV packages,
Oh, you have
everything's
TV package.
200.
Okay.
It's 200
Yeah.
with all in, right?
Yeah.
Um, so that now Frontier's offering introductory fiber, 1 gig up and down, symmetric, for like $70 a month, but
That's,
it's gonna go up.
that's what I have.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. Because
Yes.
initially I bought it was 500 by 500, and then I think I was paying kind of the same price, and they gave the gig to me for free.
Okay.
So it's basically the same, is what you're saying.
And they're saying, and I have the option of 2 gig too. That's like 120 a month, but I would hold off on that for now, even though we're
Do you
capable.
think you would really utilize 2 gigabit?
No, but I would use it for testing, like because I have, as you know,
Yeah, for sure.
multi-gigabit switches everywhere.
Yeah.
Um, so the
Testing wise, yeah, but where would you test to?
well, I don't know. I mean, just using speed test, you could get 2 gigabit probably, using their servers. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and I would find some other ways of testing it, but yeah, 1 gig's really all I need right now. And what I was planning to do is to use the ESG510 because it has two WAN ports, right?
Two WAN, both are 2.5 gigabit.
Yeah, so I was gonna keep the Comcast and just like bring it down to the lowest, tier they have, 40 meg up and down or whatever. Um,
You
and
should get
then
Starlink too.
I could use Starlink, but I don't need to because I have two options coming, hopefully. So, so yeah, I was gonna keep the Comcast because it's super reliable. I've been in this house for like 15 years, and it's had 99% uptime. I've never been down for more than like 10 minutes, even during like
Hmm.
a huge storm. So, I'm happy with Comcast as far as reliability, and speed is great too. And
Yeah,
I'm okay with the slower upload speed. It's not a big deal. Everything that we need to do is working fine, right?
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not uploading like huge videos, just little ones. Um, but so the question I have though on the fiber, I want to see how reliable it is. In buildings, fiber is more reliable, right? Because it's less likely to degrade and things like that. But in residential situations, you could have a fiber cut, and it could take them days or longer to fix that fiber, maybe.
I mean, I've had fiber for over a year,
Hmm.
maybe probably 3 years
Yeah,
actually.
3 years.
Um, and I haven't really had any disruptions. And that's on. I think that's on Frontier.
You're on Frontier too, so
Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of people are saying that. I was checking the Reddits out there, and some people are like, yeah, I like it. I like it so much better. And then other people were saying that they've had outages. They have weird outages, like maybe when a lot of people are using it. Um,
Or on the fiber
yeah,
side.
even though
The
it's not
fiber.
supposed to be
Yeah.
shared, they all end up sharing. You know, what I mean, like
Yeah.
depending how the plants are built out or whatever. Um, and then some people have said they've had like days of outages. It all depends where you are, right? If you're in the
I've never. I mean, I'm in LA. I've never had days of
right,
outages.
you're in a pretty
I've never had an outage, quite
yeah.
honestly.
Well, that's good. That's good. So if I see that, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
Um, but we'll see. I have a feeling that depending where you are, like one or the other might be more reliable, right? Um,
Yeah.
so we have like an old cable plant here, but it was well done and it's working well. And
Yeah.
then we're gonna have a new fiber plant coming in, and they may have some learning curves to do in the area, whatever, you know what I mean, before they get it right.
Yeah, but they've deployed it so much now. They have a formula, right? I think
Yeah.
you're gonna get there. It should be really solid.
Yeah, it should. We'll see. That's what I'm gonna test, and
And
then
it's new. It's all new, right?
it is all new. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pulling it down the main street there. The question is though, can I get it in my development, because we're all
Oh, you don't
underground
know that
utility.
yet. You don't know if you can get it in your development.
Well, they say it can, but all the utilities are underground, right to the house. So
Yeah.
out in the street, that's like 1,000 feet away. It's all on the pole, so they can definitely bring it into those houses.
Right, right, right.
But here, if there's no conduits run to the houses or through the neighborhood, then they're gonna have to pull it, and it's like winter still. Not really. It's like almost 60 degrees today, but
Yeah.
the ground's still frozen. So yeah, that'll be cool. I'll be trying that out, and yeah, the ESG510 is awesome because anyone that wants to have a super reliable connection, they can just use the two WAN ports. Now you can
Yep.
set it up to do what? Load balance or failover.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, you can do failover. You can use the USB for cellular as well, 3G, 4G. But yeah, it's failover or load balance.
And the only reason you'd want to load balance is if the connections were the same speed, right? Like you wouldn't want to load balance with a slower connection, probably.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But it's a round robin
Yeah.
setup, so it's a weighted round robin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So you'd want to, like, unless they were symmetrical connections, you wouldn't want to probably load balance. And then you may run into some problems load balancing anyway, because you're going to see different IPs coming out, different WAN IPs. But we'll see. I'll be able to try that functionality. So that's cool. So that's one thing. Let us know in the comments, like, if you like cable or fiber better. Everyone hates the cable company, so. But then I think as people,
sure. Everybody's going to hate the fiber companies.
Exactly. When they raise their bill, as soon as they raise the bill, like when the introductory's over, then they're going to hate the fiber company, right?
Yeah, for
Or
sure.
if they're trying to do something and it doesn't work, they're going to start complaining that they can't get a hold of them, or.
Yeah, every ISP out there is hated by like a group of people,
And
right?
not me. I love Comcast. They can have my money every month. I don't care. I'm totally happy with it because it lets us do this, lets me do my work, and I make money with it. Now, your average person that's like not working from home, all they want to do is stream Netflix on it or something, right?
Or video.
YouTube for their kids, right?
Yeah.
That's
sure.
it. So, all right. So then the other thing we wanted to talk about, let's talk about the Beast first of all, because we got it in. Yeah.
You have them available.
I have them available. They're in stock, and I just posted a video about, I kind of showed what it looked like and some of the features that it has.
Yeah.
I'll put a link to that there.
Yeah, that'd be that. Yeah, we did some testing. We're getting on a iPhone 12 Pro, I think. We were getting about 250 feet outdoors, streaming 4K.
Oh, nice.
And we're meshing as well. I don't like meshing, but it does mesh pretty well. You can mesh on either band, 2.4 or 5 gigahertz.
Yeah.
I think we're meshing on. We tested on both.
Yes.
But yeah, it works really well.
So that's the ECW270, the Beast. It's like the weatherproof outdoor access point, the most durable one you're gonna get.
Yeah, it's IP68, so you can actually take that device and put it underwater for up to a minute and then take it back out.
Have you done that?
No, not on this one. We've done it on other ones.
Yeah, I gotcha. So it has 8 detachable antennas, but it comes with metal caps too. So if you're only, let's say you're not using the 2.4 radio, you can keep those caps on, keep it watertight as possible, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. But make sure you put the right antennas on the right connectors because they are different.
Yeah, that used to be a problem early on, right? Nobody would really look. They were just like, oh, it's the same thing or whatever, and they would do that. But we haven't ran into that much. I mean, we'll see, I guess.
They will work. I mean, if you put a 2.4 on a 5, it'll work, but you'll definitely see some degradation in performance,
Yeah, let's just say don't do
Don't
it.
do it.
It's like
So that's the beast.
it's not
I
even
have those in
worthy of
stock.
trying.
If you want to try them, I have them in stock, and I already had some people asking about them, so that's pretty cool. Now we're going to talk about the entry level to the Ingenious Cloud right now, which we don't want anybody buying anyway, but but if you have to,
That's not true
I
whatsoever.
know. I'm just kidding. But no, I mean the Wi-Fi 6 is like the standard right now, right? And 6E and Wi-Fi 7's coming, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but Wi-Fi 5, there's still chips available, so
Well,
companies are
not
gonna
for
keep building
everybody,
it.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's definitely a gap in the 11AC Wave 2 world. For everybody that's using 11AC Wave 2 or Wi-Fi 5. So we wanted to fill that gap as much as possible. So we have the ECW120, which is a 2x2 Wi-Fi 5, and now we have the new one, right?
yeah.
Which you just did a video
ECW130.
on. Yep, the ECW130. Yep, that's a 4x4 Wi-Fi 5 access point. I'm actually running that at my house now. Just see what kind of speeds I would see on there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I did
but
some testing with it this week. I'll put that video here. Um, and I really like it for entry level. I'm gonna recommend now that my customers just go with that ECW 130,
yeah,
just because for the price difference, I think it's worth it to have a 4x4 because you're gonna get better range, not necessarily better speeds on 2x2
yeah.
devices, but it's gonna give you better range, a better quality of service.
You'll be able to achieve. Okay, when you're talking about more client devices, across more client devices, you'll see higher speeds,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. Because
Versus a 2x2.
it has those radio chains that it can change back and forth, and it can pick the optimal antenna for where your client's located.
Yeah.
Um,
How many? I mean, are there any one by one? I'm sure there are one by one client devices out there. Like
um,
we rarely run into those.
yeah, not anymore. They're all 2x2 mostly. Like your iPhones are 2x2, iPads.
Yeah.
Most laptops are still 2x2 unless it's like a business class laptop, like a MacBook Pro or like some sort of ThinkBook or something that's for office use, right? Those are sometimes 4x4.
Even tablets are. Yeah,
All
they're
tablets are pretty much
two
two
by
by two,
two.
except for maybe the iPad Pro. It may have like a 4x4. I think the Pro does have a Wi-Fi 6E capability too.
Yeah, they just updated that.
Yeah, yeah. So like the MacBook Pro and the iPad Pro have 6E right now, but they're still all 2x2. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
about
IoT devices are one by one.
may possibly, yeah, possibly they are. I'd have to check into that. I think they might be, but I still even think those are 2x2 probably.
Yeah, comment below. I'd like to
Yeah,
know.
let us know if any one by one. I know. Well, so there's a lot of IoT devices that are still using 11G. I think, right?
Yeah.
As the standard because the chip's available. Still, I think it's the cheapest one available, right?
It's becoming less and less now, but
Yeah,
yeah, they're definitely out there. The older devices
yeah,
are
for
running
sure.
this kind of stuff.
So that's the 130. So it has some cool features like it has two Ethernet ports, so you can use that for like redundancy or link aggregation. I don't think you really need for it that much. I mean, I don't think you're gonna max out the gigabit port on that.
No,
Um,
no, you definitely won't. But it's nice to have that bigger pipeline for sure.
and I was also saying you could use it to daisy chain devices. It's not a great idea, but if we know some of these people can't make home runs with another Ethernet cable, they could use a PoE injector on that second port to power up another AP.
Yeah, for sure. I see what you're saying. Just run from the second port to a PoE injector plugged into the wall, and then PoE injector out to the device,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
Yeah,
that
for
gives you a
sure.
little bit of flexibility is where you put that injector, where you have a
Yeah,
plug, right? And
yeah,
then you don't have to do a home run. But if any of the APs fail in the chain, they're all going to go down.
yeah, for sure.
If power gets cut to one, they're all going to go down. So
Yeah,
something to think
yep.
about. But it can be used for that. All right, Brian. Anything else you want to talk about this week?
No, a lot of no. There's some new gateways coming down the pipeline.
Yeah,
So
nice.
SD-WAN gateways. So that's coming down the pipeline. So we'll have more of those coming out.
Yeah, I
That
love the ESG510. I've been using it for a while, and I have a few left in stock if anyone wants them. I know they're kind of hard to come by.
Yeah, we have. The channel does not have them. We don't have them right now.
I've got
So
them,
yeah.
so anyone wants a gateway, let me know soon because I think they're gonna be gone today. All right, Brian. Remember, like and subscribe and post comments down below. We'll be back next week.